Hello, and welcome back to Python with another video, a kind of different type of video this time, because I want to show you calculator projects you can endure after learning the basics, for example, and you are thinking about what to do next. I mean, after learning the basics, many stop programming or quit programming because now it's time for yourself to search the topics you want to endure and dive into. And I will present to you 20 calculators as kind of tasks you can make. And with that calculators, you can kind of, explore many packages Python has to offer, like, for example, the math library, the time library, the JSON. You can work with JSON files, and so on. So let's, for example, take the basic calculator, the first one. The basic calculator is just like this. You have your operation. I kind of pause the video on some occasions to make it quicker because I don't want to make it too long. Here we have our operators. Now let's do the input. We are printing input. Please write tasks and separate ops and numbers with white space. Point split. And we are splitting with white spaces. And now let me think for a second. Okay. Let's do it with the walrus operator and print your result is F and the result is A, or let's call it result. Your result is result point and now it's of course we have our operator, which is result 1 from result 0 and result 2. Now let's try it. Please write numbers with white space. 2 plus 3. Result is 24. Okay. This is wrong. What did I do wrong? Ah, I get it. Integer of result 0 and integer of result 2. Now again, please write numbers with white space. 2 plus 3. Your result is 5. Okay, this kind of works. Okay, to make it a little bit more easier, let's add a new line like this. And let's do 6 multiplied with 5. Your result is 11. And we don't need to print it anymore, I guess. So let's just do result equals this one. 9 multiplied with 1 equals 10. Okay, this is wrong. Now why is it thinking that this is 10? Let's look. Oh, because I'm too stupid to write. Here it is divided with b, and here it is minus b. Like this. 9 multiplied with 3. List index out of range. Ah, okay, like already said in the input, I have to use white spaces. 2 divided with 5. And so on. So the calculator works. You can add more code so that it doesn't even matter if you have white space or not. But yeah, let's move on. So how can you expand this calculator? You can, for example, import math and do functions like math point log, and yeah, you can choose the base and can do logarithmic operations. You can add a user interface, by the way, but yeah, let's say the second project you can do is second one, add math library. I always pronounce it or spell it like the math drug, but I'm always referring to the subject in class, not the drug. Next one can be you can add a BMI calculator. It's pretty simple. You just have to ask the user if he kind of how much he weigh, how high his weight is, and how high his height is. Yeah, how high his height. Ask the user height and weight, and yeah, the formula is pretty simple. It is weight divided by height, but yeah, power of 2. Should be pretty easy. So yeah, nothing I need to show you, but maybe worth a try for yourself. Now let's get to a more interesting one. Let's do a currency calculator. And for that you can, for example, use import JSON. It's the fourth. Import JSON, not import JSON. And you can use it with import request. And there are sites on the web where we can, for example, have the exchange rates, and then you can, for example, type in your kind of currency, and yeah, you get the exchange rate and the worth, calculated worth in the chosen currency. This is a little bit harder, and yeah, you can learn JSON and requests. Or what you can else do is a tip calculator. A little bit more simple in this case, because you can just write a function like calculate tip your bill per percentage, and yeah, return bill could be helpful. What can be a little bit more challenging, also it sounds pretty simple, is an H calculator. Let me show it. Okay, here we have, for example, you have from date to time, and yeah, we are kind of using it here. And yeah, using a birth date, you can use a date time package to extract from a date the year. And yeah, he's first calculating the year, then and yeah, depending on if you are 1 day older or not, this depends on which day you are, which is the actual date. If you are born, for example, on a year, on a date and month which is not, which has not, oh, I don't know the English word, which is not began on this year. So, for example, if today is 12th November and you are born on 15th December, he will subtract 1 year, because yeah, you are not your year minus your birthday year, you are a little bit younger. This was number 6. Then what is else pretty simple is a temperature calculator, where you can kind of transform, for example, Fahrenheit to Celsius or to Kelvin and so on. So pretty simple thing, but yeah, kind of expanding your knowledge in another way, because yeah, me for example, if you ask me, I don't know how many Celsius Fahrenheit is. I'm always calculating in Celsius, so yeah, can be helpful. Then another one is binary decimal converter. I totally love it. You can be pretty, yeah, you can do it pretty easily in Python by just writing, for example, a function bin to dec, which just return decimal of number like this. No, like this. And yeah, the same goes for the other direction, def to bin. But yeah, maybe you just ignore this and yeah, try to kind of convert the numbers by yourself, or you're getting a string and returning a string without using any bin or hexadecimal. Yeah, and by that, for example, the ninth one can be a hexadecimal converter, which kind of works in the same way, but I would recommend not using just the Python functions like hex of 100. I don't know if we print it. Without the code here, we're getting, for example, just 100 in hexadecimals is 64, because you're calculating 6 multiplied with 16 plus 4, which is 100. One of my other favorites is a retirement calculator, where you just try to, given your already the time you worked, you can calculate when you can finally retire, what will you earn during retirement, and how much is your savings. Because I love playing poker, you can make a poker odds calculator. You can, and now I'm hating myself for saying I will make 20 calculators because it's getting nasty now. Yeah, but we have a poker calculator. I love playing poker, so you have, for example, you can first calculate how, with the given information, how much is the possibility, for example, to get a royal flush. Okay, this is always a pretty low expectancy, but to get 2 pairs, full house and stuff like that. Yeah. Or you can even calculate if you should raise, check, or just... I know the English word for give up your hand. I guess it was fold. Yeah, you can fold your cards. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in this case. Next one is doing a time zone converter. You can hardcode it by just kind of implementing every time zone, or you can use an API. I would recommend using an API maybe. You can kind of use a body fat calculator, and you can do a body fat calculator where you can, who would have thought it, you could have calculate your body fat, but yeah, you can add some measurements and add, for example, how is the mass of, how big is your muscle mass, your fat-free mass, and stuff like that. And by that, we shouldn't leave out the unit calculator, where you can, for example, convert sizes, volume, the volume of a body, length, weight, and stuff like more, but also meters to feet to, okay, you can't make meters to feet, but yeah. Oh, you can. I am totally confused now. You can convert kilograms to pounds, meters to feet, like that. Now let's do a save. Let's do a save or a text calculator, where you can kind of calculate based on your loan what kind of taxes you have to pay. For example, in Germany, it's about, you can just say it's always 60% of taxes. I'm just kidding, maybe. Next one is fuel efficiency calculator. Yeah. If you wanna calculate how much fuel you have to use for certain routes, you can, for example, save your own car details as an object and make the user be able to save his car, for example, what kind of car he drives. For that he can calculate his own measurements and how much fuel he needs. For example, if he wants to travel 2 miles, 20 miles, 200 miles, or one time around the world. Number 16 is a calculator, which calculates how much calculators you have to keep in mind to finish this videos. And this one is 4. I'm just kidding. Now what is number 17? Because I'm a German, we have, now I have a good idea, a blood alcohol calculator, where you can type in like the BMI. This can be an advanced one of the BMI calculator, because you have your BMI, and based on your weight and your height, maybe, okay, it's maybe just your weight, you can calculate how much blood alcohol you have after drinking 2 beers, 1 gallon of wine, or 2 liters of vodka. Now, because we need to get to 20, I would recommend make a paint calculator. Depends on the amount of paint you have to paint the room, like paints you have, and calculates the amount of paint you need depending on your surface. Number to word calculator. This is interesting. And this is this can give you a huge headache. Because what I'm meaning is, we have the number 123 and it converts it to a string 123. And now finally reaching number 20. Let's do a depth snowball calculator. Snowball calculator. Kind of simple. You have, for example, depth and your how much charges, for example, you get on your depth, and kind of how much times or how long it does until your charges, for example, are even higher than your loan, and so on. Because this is the last one. Sorry, the last few ones were a little bit I don't know how to call it, but that's finished. I really hit 20 calculators. Unbelievable. Yes. So I hope you liked this video. It was a little bit, it was not with that much coding, because otherwise I would take about 40 hours to just make this video. I hope you still like it, and tell me if you want still usual tutorial videos or more videos like this. See you in the next video. Bye bye.